Hey everybody, DragonoftheEastblu once again. I'm bringing to you yet another video, and this one is going to be a follow-up on the KorraMakoBolin Asami, love square, as it were. Because I just noticed some new things from the episodes and thought I might as well share it with you guys. Also, I'm going to be adding in a little bit of my opinion about History's Mightiest Disciple and that pairing situation, just because I thought I might as well just lump it together since it is a similar topic, even if it is from a different series. Now, if you guys remember what I said a few videos ago, I said I was rather disappointed that they seem to be moving away from the pairing, ignoring the situation with, basically how Mako is dating Asami, but it shows he has some feelings for Korra still. Korra still loves him. Bolin is in love with Korra. I felt that it does add a lot of emotion to the story, and it is very important. And the fact that they moved away from it felt rather disappointing. It just didn't feel right. And I just felt, just rather disappointing. But in the last few episodes, we seem to see that Asami is becoming very aware of Korra and Mako's relationship. She seems to be stronger than just friends, and she's getting more and more curious. She's asking questions. She's asking Bolin, going, "Hey, what's going on?" And Bolin admits, well, they kind of made out. He didn't really say that they had feelings for each other, but when you make out with someone, it kind of means you got some feelings for each other. So Asami feels very threatened by Korra. She doesn't know what's going on. She feels that Mako is pulling away, and he does so by acting very forwardly. He becomes very forward in the situation when Korra gets kidnapped. If you haven't seen it, she was kidnapped by Tarlok, and Mako yells at Lin and Tenzin to get out the way, give Korra some room, and they rescue her. He picks her up, bridal style, carries her to her polar bear dog, and Korra's like burying her face in his chest, like very romantic. And you see Asami just staring, going, "What's going on? He's supposed to be my boyfriend, but he's not really there." It's like, and it really adds development. And I keep saying this, that a pairing and romance is very important to any story. Doesn't matter what the genre really is. It could be shonen, combat based, could be horror, could be whatever. Romance is very important. And we see very much that romance was really what built up the first series, Avatar: Legend of Aang. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Romance is very important in that series, and it's also very important here. Korra really won't be able to perform to her fullest without fighting for the people and the person she loves most, which is Mako. So it's very important that this pairing gets more focused upon, and I'm glad that they are focusing it realistically, because we have instances like in Naruto with Naruto and Hinata. It's very unrealistic how they're dealing with the pairing. Very romantic, important situation happens, let's ignore it, let's go do other shit. Like, how unrealistic is that, just to ignore something as important as that with a guy who's never felt love, and the only person who ever loves him, he just ignores her after that. It doesn't give the story enough flesh. And in this case with Korra, is doing a very, very good job going back to the pairings, making sure it's constantly present, focusing. It's a good subplot, always focusing on the main plot as well. It's doing a very good job. It's really fleshing out the story, and it does. And I'm glad to see that Mako still has a chance of happening, and pretty much shows that it is a very canon pairing from the beginning. It just needs to work more at it, which is something we didn't really have all that much in the first series. So I'm very much glad for that, and I'm really, really excited. And kudos to the guys for doing this, because just really, really good. Now, to close this off, I want to mention something about History's Strongest Disciple, or History's Mightiest Disciple, depends on which translation you prefer. And I really, really do love that manga. It's one of my favorite series ever, and I feel like an idiot for ignoring it for so long. And for anyone who's been reading the Kidnap, Rescue, Miu arc, where Miu was captured by the Titat, or the Tidat Empire, this is right after Kenichi and Miu become an official couple. They are dating. If you actually read the manga, they are now dating. She gets kidnapped right afterward, and it seems like a battle that the boyfriend has to do. Like, Kenichi is going off to save the woman he loves, and her memory has been warped. She can't remember things. And we were all thinking in our minds, since they're dating, they're getting really close now, we were thinking that to bring back her memories, because during this whole time we can see she's trying to constantly remember the man that she loved, that was killed because she believed Kenichi was killed. That's why she went kind of nuts. We thought Kenichi was going to kiss Miu to bring back her memories. We thought it was going to be very much like, here it is, like, I'm here, I'm here, Miu. Like, we thought it was going to be really much, like, really in depth. So, since we were on the topic of pairing and love in the story, they got together. Let's focus more on that. And it's kind of disappointing that now the arc is pretty much ended. It didn't really happen. there's a chance it might happen later on in the series, or a very slight chance it could happen right before the arc officially ends, if we're getting at the last couple of chapters. But it's kind of disappointing. But it just shows that that part of the story, that was very much the plot. Kenichi wanted to become so strong in the end to protect Miu, and they're never forgetting it, is really good as well. So what I'm tying up between these two situations with KorraMako and Kenichi and Miu is that though they're separate series, the pairings of romance is very important to the story, and that they don't forget it. The creators don't forget it. They always go back to it and they really flesh it out, and there's always a chance for it always coming back, which is really nice, and that's what I really aspire to when I write my own stories, if any of you guys are wondering. Anyways, guys, that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you guys do not miss the 1 hour season finale. I almost thought it was a series finale. It scared me, but it's the 1 hour season finale of Korra. So the first book is done, and it's going to be interesting. There's going to be a fight between Korra and Amon, and I don't want to spoil it too much, but according to the trailer that we saw at the end of the latest episode, Korra is about to lose her bending, or something's gonna happen. I honestly think that Korra won't be able to have her bending taken away, because basically I think bending goes more spiritually than a physical thing, so they're gonna get around that. But that's just my opinion. I'm not gonna spoil anymore, and we're gonna end it here. This is DragonoftheEastblu saying sail on, and remember, love is stronger than steel. Cheers, guys.